2, 3, 4.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters. On this crunchy episode number 351, right? Yes, of the Good Morning Guys podcast. Thank you so much for joining us on this fine morning, afternoon, evening, or night as we talk about the game of life, as we crunch and munch and chew amidst the other games we love to watch and to play. I am one of your hosts, the Brazilian Mountaineer and Transition Ninja, Lucas Ham Swisher. Also with me to the left, my left, the judge, the jury, and the executioner of fake news and spoilers, Patrick Novosel.
Gotta tell you, Milano cookies are amazing. I mean, they're so good. Everything about them.
Take your word for it. Next to him, the North Kakalakian and our handyman, Hank McCoy, Ryan Isley. They sound scrumptiddly. What's up? If you're new with us, joiners, 2 out of the 3 of us are eating right now. I didn't know it was Bring a Snack to Podcasting Day, but it is.
You didn't get the memo?
I did not get the memo. I could bring my Krispy Kreme donut up here and eat it. I could bring some.
Oh, that's not crunchy. Unless
Doritos.
you leave it out for a while.
I got some Dorito chips. I mean, it's like, I think it's on the 3rd day. We got it on Sunday.
Yeah, donuts have like a 12-hour half-life. You gotta get in there.
You put them in the microwave. You put them in the air fryer. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Air fryer.
Did I tell you guys that I destroyed my air fryer a few weeks ago?
You're just throwing things in there now?
All right, yep. You go first. Go ahead and give us your update.
Yeah, time for my update. No, here in Brazil, you have 2 types of voltage that you can work with, and they usually mark the higher voltage, the 220, with a red plug, and then the normal, which is what all Americans have, I think, is the 120. It's actually 127 is how it's all marked, but
that's what it actually goes.
People just lop off the 7. But anyways, I happened to plug in the air fryer into the 220, and within
moments,
I don't know, 15 seconds, smoke was coming out of it, and I was like, "Oh no, what have I done?"
I only put it on 350. Why is it smoking?
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. What is the deal with air fryers? So, yeah, I fried the air fryer. So
you fried the air fryer.
Yeah, I've heard that if you put Krispy Kreme donuts in an air fryer just for like a minute or 2, like fresh, brand new.
See, I don't even feel like you'd need a minute, man.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. I've never done it, so I don't actually know.
Because when you put them in the microwave, I only put them on there for like 7 seconds.
But an air fryer needs some time to like work itself. Like,
so does the donut get like a crispy outer layer and like a fluffy, warm inside? Like what is happening?
I guess
I'll circle back next week.
Yes, please.
I got an air fryer that's not burnt up, and I can go to the grocery store that's across the street and get some Krispy Kreme donuts.
Krispy Kremes. Actually, the Krispy Kremes were a surprise. We had friends come to visit. It's our adopted parents, almost, that missionaries that we lived with for a while when we were transitioning from Atibaia to Sao Paulo, and they came to visit us because they had a package for Mindy, and we decided to do a little, as we call it, café da tarde, little afternoon coffee and such, and they brought Krispy Kreme donuts. And let me tell you, once they brought their Krispy Kreme donuts, I was like, I need to invite you guys more often, more often. Like, this is nice. And what's cool, additionally, is, you know how I told you about the 2-hour line that I had to wait in? The 2-hour line I had to wait in to get the Krispy Kreme donuts. If you're over the age of 65, you get to go into the preferential line, and you don't have to wait 2 hours. You can pretty much go to the front. It's crazy.
Why? Are you saying that Krispy Kreme has a fast pass line?
No, they at every Brazilian restaurant, every Brazilian, pretty much every Brazilian
Really?
store has a fast pass for.
They're like,
Okay,
you're
so
gonna die
I can-
soon. You should get in here faster.
Yeah, exactly. You need to get more of this. So it's old people, so over 65, pregnant women, actually women with not newborn, yeah, newborns, with newborns.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
All right.
What else is there? I want to say in some places they sometimes give preferential to obese people, but
What-
I don't think
so
they
let-
do that in Krispy Kreme.
Oh yeah. Like you should wait. You should wait 4 hours.
Yeah, you need to. You go in the
Yeah, you
extra
go in.
long
You go
line.
in that line. It starts outside, and you got to walk around 3 times.
Yeah, I try.
Then
There's
you-
a list. There's a list of all the people they.
And once you get
they
to
give
the front,
preferential treatment
that's
to.
the first round. You have to do 3 of those.
Yeah, you have to do it 3 times. Get a stamp. The slow pass.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mhm.
So we got Krispy Kremes again.
By the time
Very excited.
that third round comes around, they run out, and now you're out of luck. Here's
I tried
some
for the first
celery.
time. Here's some celery. Yeah, you get a celery to chew in line. I love the sound of celery when you
It's a
crunch it.
complimentary celery.
Put some peanut butter on that baby.
Yeah, you
so
can't eat
good.
celery, just celery. You have to put peanut butter
Ugh.
on it.
Who does that? Psychopath.
Psychos. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I tried for the first time a filled traditional glazed donut. Like I didn't know they do the filled around the ring. I didn't know that was a thing. And
That's not a
do that.
thing. That is
It is-
new.
it is here.
Aged thing, Bob.
right? I like bit into it and it had like filling, and I was like,
That's
"What
a
the heck is
surprise.
this
That is a
magic?"
surprise.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't sound-
It's a huge surprise.
that doesn't
It
sound
tasted
very
kind of
fun.
like a churro, like
It's
know
like a
the
stuffed crust
cinnamon
pizza,
and the
but
caramel.
just in a donut.
stuffed
Yeah.
crust donut.
So stuffed crust donut. I
Yeah.
liked it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get more of those.
All right.
So I didn't bring food, but I brought the food talk to us.
You did. Very
Good
This
interesting.
should have been the
Krispy
food
Kreme.
episode where you did the food intro thing. Too late. That's fine.
Ah, dang it.
Yeah.
If I
Re-
could
rewind.
turn back time. Good morning,
Oh
my
God!
fatties and big backs on this.
Did you say your fannies and Big Macs?
What? You can't hear. You
I thought
open
you
your
said-
ears,
I
Ryan.
thought you called
Isley.
us fannies. I was like,
fatties,
why are you calling
fatties
us
and big
fannies?
backs. Fatties and big backs.
Ah, okay. Fatties and Big Macs. That makes
Oh,
sense.
you
But
fannies
fannies
out
and
there.
Big Macs. All you fannies and Big Macs, you Big Macs out
It kind of
there.
makes sense.
Big
I
back.
mean, it works. Yeah. All right. Well, if you're new with us, joiner, hi, welcome. Glad
Yeah,
you could join
welcome.
us. I don't know if this is the best episode to join us for the first time, but
It's fine.
you're here,
We're working through it.
so it's fine. And if you're not new with us, joiner, you already know this is easily the worst episode because every week is the worst episode.
Yes. Yeah. That's a
That's how
great
the
way of
garbage
looking
truck
at
on
it.
fireworks.
That is-
Yeah.
That is
You know what? It all goes downhill from here.
It
Every
only gets worse
single
from here.
Episode.
Yep. And if you want to know how, just listen to last week's episode and learn.
Hey,
about
Melanie,
peanut
she
butter.
introduced the episode, so you.
Yeah.
hold
Oh
on there.
shoot, that's right. She started. That's how bad it. Not how bad it was, but we plummeted once she left. It just
Yeah. Total
Yeah.
total listener drop off this week.
yeah. They're like, ugh, those guys. So updates. Ryan, let's
Mhm.
see how little you have to share with us today.
All right, cool.
What's up?
In real life, work. That's it. Hi, Mark. Mark says
Oh,
hi.
hi, Mark.
That's
It
the
never
best.
is the best episode. That's correct.
That's true. That's fair. Glad to know you're still alive, Mark.
The white
Yeah,
whale,
work
Not
in
Mark,
real life,
the-
and then
the best episode.
I think I forgot to tell y'all. 2 weeks ago, we got into a little fender bender. The back of
Did you?
my wife's car got smashed in.
Ouch.
we're all fine. We were all in the car. We're all fine. It's getting handled, but roughly about 10 grand of damage was caused, which did not total the car, because I think to total a car you have to be at like 60% or above the market value. So I think if it would have done like 2 or 3 grand more, our car would have been totaled.
Just take a knife to it, or just like
well,
it was there. That's what happened.
Stab
at
the
mechanic
car.
already.
That's
so,
how you lower the value.
Yeah, you stab your car.
Stab 2,000 worth of damage.
Oh, Mark
2,000
saw
holes
that,
we
yeah.
have to fill in.
So yeah, it's in the shop. It will be ready. They haven't updated the day, so June 20th is when they tentatively have said it to be ready. So
What?
like a month, yeah. So we have a minivan as a rental, because the car that they tried to put my wife in was the smallest SUV you could possibly give a family, and she was like, "Yeah, no, that's not going to work." So,
I got vetoed.
yeah, which the van is nice, but I mean, it's a van. My wife hates vans, so she doesn't. She
They're
does not.
so practical.
They
man.
are
They're-
so practical. Thank you, Patrick.
I mean, I do like the looks of SUVs way more than I do.
100%.
Man.
But a
But
van
man.
is just practical.
Yeah.
Really is.
It's sad. I told her if she
I have
wanted to buy a van, I would absolutely drive it. Like,
Dude, that's how I
have
learned how
my
to
car.
drive. I grew up driving a purple van, the purple people eater. A Chrysler, a Plymouth Chrysler. No, that's two different brands. A Chrysler Plymouth. I don't remember what it's called. It's purple
Pacifica.
and really, really purpley, super purpley van. I'm gonna find a picture of it.
Okay. Because that's what we have
Yeah,
right now. We have a Chrysler Pacifica. It's not purple. It's like gray.
No.
It's nice. It rides good. Does good on gas.
Plymouth Voyager. Was that it?
Plymouth Voyager. Thank you. 100%.
Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Dude,
there's
that
all
thing
different
was
kinds of Plymouth
a beaut.
Voyagers.
I wanted an Astro van for the longest time. I wanted a Chevy, a school bus yellow Chevy Astro van, and I wanted to put 20-inch rims on it. And so
20-inch blades on the Voyager.
Come on.
But that dream has
I haven't
died,
seen your
so it's
picture yet, Patrick, but I found it.
Oh, no, I'm
see how
trying to
close you
figure
got.
out which which ones that you. I just searched.
Oh my
Plymouth
gosh, you're
purple
not even
van.
close. Okay,
What
one
are
of them
these?
looks like the A-Team.
What are
One of them
these?
looks like Barbie van. Good gracious. No, here it is.
I don't know. Just
This is
trying.
the van right here.
Wow.
That's it.
Oh
yes, that is
Yeah.
such a van, man. That's
That
not
is
what
a
vans.
yeah.
Van.
I think one of
That's what I grew up with, baby. 97, 96
Yeah.
Plymouth Voyager.
I remember that
That's what I
van.
grew up with.
I remember that van.
And then my best friend, he learns to drive and takes his driver's test in a Ford Fiesta. And I'm like, I'm driving 2 of your cars, maybe 3. That's not fair.
Ford Fiesta been around that long?
Yeah. I think he parallel parked and he drove like half a mile in the parallel park. Like he could just like back up forever till it was lined up.
Right.
Like I'm almost there, almost. He didn't have to drive forward. He just kept driving back.
Clown car.
Yeah, a little clown
Man,
car.
that Plymouth
Meanwhile-
Voyager looks like all the vans of all the time during that time. Like this, like every single van looks like this back then.
Pretty
all the
much it was
Dodges,
the-
Chryslers, Plymouths. You
Yeah,
name
they all
it.
look the
This is
same.
the van.
There's a
Got that
new
aerodynamic
van. Well,
van.
Copy my homework without telling me you copy my homework.
Yeah.
who is it now? I think it's Kia. Kia does. They have a Carnival, I think is the name of their van.
Ooh, that's a
Their
nice
new
looking
ones?
van.
Their new ones look like SUVs on the outside. And I was like, see, I could get with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you trick your wife. Be like, look at this
I tried.
SUV.
She didn't go for that.
She still didn't fall for it.
No,
She's like,
when we
it's a
got
van. Don't lie to me.
when we got the Traverse,
Ryan.
she was like, I want an SUV. I don't want a van that looks like an SUV. I want an SUV. So yeah, it didn't happen. That's really all for real life. Just waiting on our car to be fixed. Hopefully by next month. Gaming life. Not a whole lot. Didn't get to a ton of gaming this week. I played a little bit of Destiny 2 with J-Cuz because we were trying to unlock a specific thing, and then we did, and then we got immediately offline and went and played Monster Hunter. So that's been about all of the gaming that I've done. I did get another Xbox for Finley because she had the OG Xbox One. So I ended up finding somebody on Facebook Marketplace that was near. I got another Series S, and I've been working on this room behind me, like actually turning it kind of into like a man cave / rec room for the kids. So I moved the boys' big TV that was in their bedroom that was way too big for their bedroom down here, put it up, move the TV that was down here up there. It fits better. They're happy, I think. I don't care if they're happy or not. This is my house.
Those kids.
What a great dad. I don't care if they're happy.
It's my house.
You're gonna be happy. You're gonna love it.
Yeah,
you don't pay them my mortgage.
Exactly. You don't. Y'all don't do nothing but eat and take up energy.
Yeah.
Eat and poop, make messes.
Yeah, go eat a snack and be happy.
Go so many messes. But yeah, slowly working on like just putting a bunch of like party games and games that they'll be able to play with their friends on here. So that way when people come over or they have their friends over, I can send them all down here so that they're not upstairs,
dude,
bothering the adults.
That was some of my favorite memories back in the day when I was in middle school. I remember me and my friends, when my parents would, like, all of our parent friends would be hanging out and they would send us down to the basement. And that's where I remember I played Mortal Kombat for the first time. That's when we did all kinds of stuff, and the parents were none the wiser. They were just like, yeah, you kids go have fun. And it was a blast, man.
Finish him.
So, yeah. Lock him into a room playing video games. Yeah. Who are we finishing right now? Babality.
Yeah. So that was the original plan anyway when we moved into this house. Like behind or on the outside of this room is my wife's studio that she uses for her photography.
Studioing.
That was originally the playroom for the kids. But when we moved in here, none of them wanted to come down here to use the playroom for play. So now, 3-4 years later, now they want to do that.
They're finally all right with it.
Yeah, now they're finally all right with it. So, I did finish watching all of House of David. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. I don't feel like the liberties that they took were too out of pocket.
Now, what was the first season? I'm guessing it wasn't the whole.
Literally,
David.
The last 2 episodes were the David and Goliath fight.
Oh, so okay. So
honestly, the last episode was really the David and Goliath fight.
At this pace, it's going to be at least a 15 season.
Yeah,
show.
It'll be slow.
Because David has a lot of stuff that happens.
They gotta skip some stuff.
We'll be 65 eating our Krispy Kremes watching season 32 of this.
They're gonna have to skip some stuff.
Hey,
man.
David met Bathsheba. Get ready. Look, people.
They are going to have to skip some things. Maybe they'll skip like half of the David in the wilderness running from Saul.
I mean, I would guess the second season is going to be about David versus Saul.
Yeah.
Because now Saul's going to get jealous of David, and that's when things get interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they can speed that up.
Yeah, just do a time jump.
The pacing of the show does seem a little slow, but overall, I liked it.
Good.
I ended up watching most of the Minecraft movie. It was exactly what I expected it to be.
Patrick too. Patrick, I can't believe you're making that face, man. I
Yeah.
really thought you would.
Now there are
embrace-
some parts that did make me laugh, like when Jason Momoa squeezed Jack Black's head in his butt cheeks. That was just dumb.
I guess
it
you
was-
just had to be there.
It's for kids.
You don't want to be in there.
It's for kids. It's 100% for kids. My kids have since it came out on Prime Video. The night that I bought it, they watched it, and then pretty much every day since, which is
Oh, that sounds terrible.
that was 2 weeks ago.
So that's why you switched the TVs and you're
Yeah.
gonna lock them into the downstairs
Like
room.
you can come
I
down here.
can't
I got
watch
it loaded
any
on
more of
here.
this.
Yeah, I got it loaded down here, but they absolutely just use the TV in the living room because it's the best TV. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't. Patrick, what's your grade for Minecraft? F minus, Z.
Z.
You can't even score it, man.
Control Alt
it's,
Delete from memory.
Yeah, man. You were right. This movie is for kids.
It's for kids.
It felt like I was being tortured. Like it was Jack Black was Jack Black. He was not
He was
Steve.
very Jack.
He was
Black.
he's Jack Black. He had 2, maybe 3 musical numbers in this movie. Like this, it did not need a musical number, but he's Jack Black, so he sings everything. The acting was horrendous. Dialogue was
It was
terrible.
Really bad.
Jason Momoa's character wanted me to punch the TV. It was bad. Like it, such an idiot. Like I don't know how he got through life. How he owns a business with how much of an idiot he is.
That was confusing to me too. I was like, how does he have a business?
And he's a mentor. Like no
Right.
one. Who are you mentoring? Oh no, it was. I really wish that it was a movie akin to like Super Mario, where it was just all CG. I wish it was like that. Like I don't why pull people into real world people into this universe. It felt weird. I
Yeah,
think it
the
was just-
CG for like most of the mobs and everything was like it's
Creepy?
actually kind of creepy.
Disturbing.
What was happening?
It was very disturbing.
What was
I saw it in
happening?
the trailers. I was like, "Ooh, what is this?"
Yeah.
The principal or the teacher of the school going
Yeah.
out with a villager, like
out with
on
the
a date. What in the heck, man? Like this
Yeah.
makes no sense. But I gotta tell you, Clark absolutely loved it. Like
Of course he did.
he saw it in theaters. He wanted to watch it again. He wanted me to watch it with him. And after the movie ended, I was like, I gotta wash this away. Like I gotta do something
I
else.
gotta go take a.
To
Come on,
forget
Clark, we're going
everything that
drinking.
I just-
We're going-
Why is there no beer in the house? Oh yeah, no.
no. Yeah.
There's
no.
way more
No.
better things I can do with my time.
I've been watching House of David to erase like, some of those bits and pieces of the
Yeah.
Minecraft movie. So yeah. That's
So it's
that's pretty much it.
ungradable, huh? Neither of you are gonna give it a.
Nah, man.
I'm not grading it, man.
If I
No.
graded it, it would be just failed. You failed. Don't do that. Just try again. Maybe
Z
never.
minus.
Yeah, Z minus.
Ampersand signed.
Yeah. See me after class. That's what the grade is. See me after class. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for Fake Life. And then in God Life, still doing Through the Word. I finished the main one that we're on, and I also finished Acts, I think. No, I finished Acts tomorrow. What else is going on? Oh, tonight before we started recording, I was at another church doing re-recording for their worship night that I did last week. It was really a really good experience. I didn't realize how much I just needed a night of just singing and just worshiping God. It was really nice to do that. Unfortunately for them, not for me. I got exactly what I needed out of that night. Everything that I needed that night got done and happened for me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for them, they use that for like their Sunday services online and stuff. We did, I think, a total of 8 songs. Only the last 3 recorded. So everything from the beginning to
Wow.
basically the did not record.
Oh, was it, did they look at the camera? And they're like, "Oh, the light's not on."
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Like,
I
how do
think they-
you not record for 5 out of 8
So
songs?
I think they got video. I don't think video was the problem. I think it was audio.
It's
None of the
audio.
audio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had to basically go back tonight and re-record all the audio of what we did on last week.
Wow.
Honestly, this is the same thing that I wore that night because they were taking more shots of video and stuff. And I was like, I'm so sick of wearing this. I'm so sick of wearing this outfit. Because I've worn it like 3 or 4 times now for this. If I ever wear this combination of things again, I think I'm gonna have PTSD. It's gonna just flashback. But no, it was good. And then honestly, this past Sunday, we were rehearsing for this service. And one of the songs that we did was it, I can't remember what the last song. Oh, Goodness of God. The last song that we did before we like end our worship time was Goodness of God. And I was just like, I can tag Agnes Day here. And it would sound good. So I did during practice. And then I just like broke down crying. So I just felt God talking to me. He was like, you needed this moment more than you thought you did. And it's just singing the words, holy, holy are you, Lord God Almighty. And I literally just lost it for like a good 5 minutes. But that was exactly what I needed. Like just recognizing that he is holy, he is above everything, he is worthy of every single bit of praise that I can ever give, any of us can ever give. And
Right.
Yeah, just that was a moment of full surrender for me, and he just held me right there. So
That's awesome.
Yeah,
What a moment.
that was great. So I feel I'm tired right now, but that's just physical tiredness. Spiritually, I am becoming refreshed. And I also appreciate you, Lucas, sending me the your audio thing that you sent me earlier and telling me to do Psalms with you. I haven't read Psalms 122 yet. I plan on reading it before I go to bed. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
Awesome, man. Yeah, the Psalms we're reading are the Psalms of Ascent. And
Yes.
it's all about walking up that hill. Up we will go up to the city of Zion. Doom, doom, doom. Yeah. So headed up
I
to
know you
Pentecost.
just said city, but I heard something else, so I'm gonna just shut up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep. That happens sometimes.
So yeah, that is it for me.
All right. How about you, Patrice?
Update from last week. So Mel had mentioned that we had a roof leak. And so we were shopping around and getting quotes to see how much this would cost to replace. Because our house, the roof on the house is from 1931. And it's almost 100 years old. And so there are no like, hey, let's just replace a tile or replace a shingle. Like, no, this is they don't have these type of materials anymore. Also, asbestos. So that removal is a whole ordeal in and of itself. So the 3 places we asked, they're like, hey, yeah, we don't do asbestos removal. We have a whole company that does it. We partner with another company. They come out, they do that, and then once they're done with it, we come out the next day and put the roof on. Like $30,000 to
Woo! Oh wow, you were ready with the sound effects.
Yeah, man. And so we're like, well, either we're eating a ramen for the next 5 years or we choose to do repairs and see how much that can go. So we're choosing the repair route first. We have one. I don't know if I had sent the picture to you guys, but there is
just that one cracked tile. That's it.
One tile, yeah. So I cleaned it up, put some Flex Seal around that, just to just as a foundation, and then we're gonna put some roofing cement on it.
Yeah, like the black stuff in the can.
Just to cover it up. And then my brother-in-law is going to come out and see if he can slide in like some sort of flashing underneath it.
Good idea.
But not disturb it, kind of thing. Because if you can't put anything under it, don't worry about it. We'll just try to fill that crack and see how it goes. Because we don't have any other places on the roof that has any cracks. Except at our chimney. Some of the flashing has come off, and you can actually, if you're in the attic, you can see a little sunlight from that flashing being torn away a little bit. So we're gonna see if someone can come out and replace that flashing while not getting up on the roof.
As far as the flashing around the chimney, can you just like, is it completely gone and needs to get replaced, or is it just bent out?
It's bent out. But I don't have any tools or contraptions to be able to fix it from a distance. So we're just going to see if we can get...
Oh, you can't get on the roof, huh?
No, we'll have to get some like Joe Blow down the street that can somehow get up there, like a crane, or I have no idea how they can get up there. But
because like if it's not a huge gap around the chimney, you can just silicone. And tubes of silicone is going to be like $20.
But I don't know how to get up there though. That's the
problem.
That's
If you can't get on your roof,
I know it crosses off a lot of scenarios if you can't get on your roof. So we're gonna.
How did they get the tile on there? I want to know.
I don't know. Like
I'm gonna sit here and think now.
Aliens put it on there. I don't know.
Maybe.
You know those people that built the pyramids? Yeah, same people built my roof.
They did your roof. Oh, they do roofs too. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's good of them.
Yeah. They're the jack of all trades. They do more than just pyramids. So that's what's going on. Going the repair route is going to be a lot less money for us. And if we were to have to go through a whole repair of the roof, there's some scenarios where it wouldn't hurt us. Like I have a 401k that I don't want to, because I just don't want to do that yet. That's for retirement. I don't want to have to pull it out. It's not necessary. My whole entire family is like, you don't mess with that roof. Just fix it. It's gonna last until you're dead. So let someone else deal with it. And let's let your kids tear it down or sell it or whatever.
They're wearing masks when the asbestos falls.
Yeah, just throw some dynamite in there and run away. Yeah. Both kids are out of school for the summer. So
All right.
now
The fun has begun.
the fun has begun. So Clark, he loves Roblox and he loves hanging out with his friends, and they do it just like what we're doing right now. He gets on his computer and he chats with them and he plays games with them. You know, he's got his he has his iPad over here to the side where all of
Kingston
his
does the
friends are.
same thing. He's got
And like
kids messenger right next to him. He's talking to like his cousin and one of his other friends, and that's all he does. He sits down here and plays like Roblox or whatever, and he talked for forever.
If he plays for a period of time, like he gets irritable when you ask him a question or ask him to do something because you're taking him away from his games and things like that. So we're trying to figure out the best combination of gaming, hanging out with friends, and no electronics time. So we're trying to, because it's summertime, you should be able to do what you want. But it's like, if it's
Does he
summertime,
normally take breaks when he's
no,
gaming?
and we have to make him take breaks.
Okay.
He has like every day for the school year, he had like 2 hours after school for the rest of the day to play.
What I give my kids.
And then on the weekends he had 4 hours.
Yep.
Now that it's every single day, it's like, okay, in the morning, no, you're not allowed to get on electronics until noon, and then at 7 or dinner time is when it ends. So he has a finite amount of time in the middle of the day. I think that's going to be appropriate when it's like 95 degrees out in Gross, where he doesn't want to be outside.
Right.
Get outside in the morning.
But right now,
yeah,
you need to be getting outside and doing something.
Yeah.
Literally count clouds or leaves. I don't care. Just do something.
Yeah. So
outside.
And he is in such a better mood when he has that balance and he's not just tethered to his desk. I also figured out that on my phone, on the Google Wi-Fi app, I can remotely turn off his Wi-Fi to his laptop, to his iPad, and to his phone. So
one of the best features ever.
Yeah. Now, if there's ever a time where it's just like, I don't trust him, like I'll turn it off for like 8 hours or whatever. Because there's like a couple options, like 1 hour, 3 hours, 8 hours, and indefinite. So
forever.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So we're gonna play with it, see how it goes. It's more of like he's getting a little bit older. What do we do? How are things gonna go during the summer and stuff like that? So speaking of electronics, the wife and I watched a movie this past weekend. It's on Apple TV with John Krasinski and Padme.
What's it called?
Padme.
The Fountain
I like
of
how you
Youth.
used his real name and then her Star Wars name.
What's her name though?
Natalie Portman.
That's it. Yep.
I know her Padme is Padme. What's her real name? No idea.
Yeah, Padme and Jim from The Office. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Jim Halpert. Halpert. Those words.
Sure.
Yeah. So if you like National Treasure, you're gonna like this movie.
Oh.
But what sets National Treasure apart is the music. And Fountain of Youth did not have that awesome music from National Treasure. So because of that, it doesn't quite live up to the National Treasure. However, the John Krasinski's character, smart, witty. The dialogue in this movie is like back and forth wittiness. Like it's really fun dialogue. He's straight up
Sounds
John
like Uncharted,
Krasinski, like
a little bit.
Yes, he is more like Nathan Drake than Nick Cage. It's really good. We enjoyed it. It felt like it was rushed a little bit. I feel like they were trying to do too much and didn't give a little bit of any like backstory to it as much as I would have loved to. But the journey was fun. It's a B. It's an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I would probably watch it again. If someone's like, hey, I've never seen this before, you want to watch it? Yes, I will watch it 100%. Yeah, so definitely check that out. It's on Apple TV now. Yeah.
I don't have Apple TV.
Or you could go the other route and use Novacell Now. It's also on there too. So
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Let me get your
What
login. Oh yeah, it says watch with Apple. I keep seeing ads for it on like literally every TV that's smart TV, and on Amazon Prime mostly. It just says watch with Apple TV. Start your free 7-day trial.
Yeah, do a 7-day trial, watch it, and then
Yeah,
bounce.
I guess I could do that.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then the other thing, I'm still like in the throes of watching Lost. I am in the final
God,
season.
I was about to say, what season are you at now, man?
I'm at season 6, episode 13. There was only 17 episodes in the final season. So I am getting close. And I mentioned this before, and I'll say it again. I do not remember seasons 4, 5, and 6. I don't remember them at all. So I'm watching, and I'm like glued to the TV. Like usually, like the first 3 seasons, I have it on. I'm on my phone. I'm browsing. I'm doing things. I'm chatting, whatever. But these seasons 4, 5, and 6, I don't have anything going on. I'm like glued to the TV. Like, what is happening? And if I don't pay attention, if I miss a scene, like they'll bring it up like 3 episodes later, maybe 10 episodes later. And that one little thing, I'm like, oh yeah, what happened? How did that happen? No, I've been paying attention. I'm trying not to be lost at all. And I forget how it ends. I don't even remember if I even know how it ends. So this is exciting. I'm like, this is getting to the end, and it's fun. So I don't know what this season 6 is like. An alternate reality mixed with present day, mixed with past time, and the future's past, like the X-Men. It's like
all over the place. Yeah.
I'm like, I cannot keep this
Days
straight.
of future fake, not authentically real past.
And
present,
sometimes in
future.
your head. Oh man.
In
So-
your head. Zombie.
Yeah, and then I finished up Journey 6 today in Through the Word, and the Proverbs, the last 6 Proverbs or whatever in Journey 6. I mean, banger after banger after banger after banger. And now I'm just talking about the scripture. On the flip side of it, the round table
It's the best format ever.
Incredible. Like when they in chapter 13, when they're talking about discipline, and they talk so much that they had to do a side B, the B side, and I'm like, and the B side was like another 20 minutes of them chatting. It was so good. I want more of that.
Yeah, I think I'm in.
It
Proverbs
felt like a podcast.
2 or 3.
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
it did feel like a podcast.
It did and I think I commented on it. Chris Langham. This is the first time I've heard him use his natural voice, not his "Hello, how are you? This is Chris." And so
I don't know. But you go like the other guys, they all sound like they are going back and forth. And then it goes to Peyton. It still seems like he's reading.
Oh my God. What is wrong with him? He's a robot. Is he an AI robot? Like, he's like, that's
Peyton
right,
Jones
Chris.
Here on Through the Word.
I got my announcer voice on. This is how I talk to my wife. Hello, honey. What's for dinner?
Peyton, if you're listening, we love
incredible.
you, dude. But your voice. Your voice.
I don't get it.
Just
sometimes you know when someone's reading. Like I don't know if he knows if there's a difference between his reading voice or his actual
he's Ron
voice.
Burgundy. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I don't get him. But I look forward to listening to the rest.
It was good.
For sure.
It's really good.
Yeah, really good. Yeah. I mean, outside of that, gaming wise, WWE still going through that. I have gone into the universe mode now, so I'm creating my roster on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, doing pay-per-views, creating matches, rivalries. This is the bread and butter of the game, and this is where I will spend the rest of the year in this mode. So love this mode. And then I don't think I mentioned this. Maybe I did in passing, but I am back to playing Apex. I had deleted the game off my console, and then I just downloaded it and was like, Justin, you want to play some Apex? And he was like, yes, because that's our comfort food. Yeah, and nothing's changed. It's still the same game. It's still the same hectic. Being mad, want to throw my controller, but also have a great time.
One more match, deck on it.
Yeah, I know. I hate it so much. And he just texted me, "You want to play tonight?" And like, we never learn. We just want to get our heads bashed in.
We don't learn.
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah. But that's it for me.
All right.
Lucas, I think you're
Bring
left.
us home, Pastor.
Here we go. Buckle up, buddies. I don't know why I said that, but just buckle up. It's better to be safe. Click it or ticket. Good.
Buckle up, knuckle up.
Let's see. Let's start with real life. Nothing really crazy going on. We're in the end game of the school year, which means there's a lot of wheels and moving parts. A lot of wheels turning, a lot of moving parts going on.
The wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
Pretty much. It just keeps on turning. And it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Yeah, I'm trying to think like I pretty much I do my best to stay focused at work, but when I get home, I've got nothing. Like there was a time in the past where there's so much work or just things that need to be done for the next day that we would work at home. Mindy still works at home from time to time, partially because she has a heavier load to carry than I do with school stuff. But I just can't work at home. I get home. I told her today, I walked through the door and I lost all will to be productive. And I did a few things around the house. I'll do house stuff, but doing school, bringing work home, not a fan. So,
I mean, there has to be that work-life balance. There's got to be a cutoff somewhere.
There is.
Yeah.
Yep. But so doing that with school, winding that down. I think we have 2 weeks left, and then we'll be in our winter break, which will give us about a month and a half of downtime. It'll be nice.
Is it chilly now?
Nice. And so we're in that season where I think it's more like fall for the US, where when the sun's out, it's nice and toasty.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you get into the shade, and as soon as the sun goes down, as soon as cloud cover comes, you're like, oh my gosh, it's freezing. So I'm looking for a jacket. Where's my jacket? I feel chilly. So
today was one of those days for us. I know we're technically still spring because I don't think summer starts until. Actually, when does summer start? I don't remember.
June 21st.
June 21st.
Okay. So maybe I'll have my car back by then. Today, the high was 60. So I wore a hoodie all day and it rained all day and it was like a cool rain. I was like, I like this. I need more of this.
Man.
Just
that would be awful here in Brazil. High of 60 with rain. That means it was cooler, so our house would be a little frigid.
Amazing. I'm
glad you enjoy it.
I have to sleep in the cold. If I don't sleep in the cold, it's not okay.
Keep it there. I mean, I read that sleeping in the cold is better than sleeping in the heat. It
honestly
melatonin levels and blah blah, all these interesting things.
When I'm hot, I don't sleep well. I didn't sleep well last night. I think I was hot.
Oh. Yeah, I can sleep when it's cool. If I'm sweating or if I'm damp, it's super hard. Worst.
It's super hard to sleep. My kids are the same way. If they for the longest time, like we couldn't figure it out. I think they had like night terrors, like hardcore night terrors, where they would get out of their beds, screaming, running through the house, until we realized like they were wearing like full pajamas to bed, and they're like fleece pajamas.
Oh yeah, I'm
wrapped up in every cover that
Gotta
they
cool 'em
have.
down.
Yeah, and like we started letting them sleep basically just in their underwear. Killed all of that like instantly. So
yeah. You wanna defeat the night terrors? Go streaking. That's the secret.
That's why I don't
have
have
a little
any.
fun with it.
Yeah, yeah. For me, I mean, I'll just be that guy. I can sleep anywhere, anyway, anytime.
Good for you.
Sweating, freezing. I just go to I got like a 5. If it takes me more than 3 minutes to go to bed, I'm like, what is wrong with me? And that's any condition.
I mean, I agree. If it's been 5 minutes and I'm still not asleep, I'm not ready to go to bed. I have to get up and do something else. Yeah,
you can go play some more Apex.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. It's
come on, Justin, one more.
It's a horrible feeling when you're in your bed for a half hour.
In your bed and you can't. Yeah, I know that feeling.
It's a horrible feeling.
That was me last night.
Yeah.
Like, I was in the bed at like, I think we went to bed at like 9:30, and I did not go to sleep until 11:55.
Ugh.
Yeah,
2 hours, 2.5 hours awake in bed.
Just trying to sleep, like closing my eyes real hard, crossing my arms, like, let me sleep.
Go to sleep, body.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Not today, son. Yeah. So yeah, so the weather is pretty nice right now. Warm when the sun's out, and then cool when it's down. So yeah, we're headed towards winter, and that's pretty much real life. Not much else is really going on in the fake life. So I was trying to, I think I've told you guys, with Balatro, I wanted to beat the game with every deck, and I wanted to beat the hardest difficulty. And for some reason, I thought I had beaten the hardest difficulty. And then I was talking to a friend at work. I was like, yeah, man, I just beat the hardest difficulty. He's like, you mean this difficulty? And I'm like, no, the other one. He's like, yeah, that's the second hardest difficulty. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I mean, I had celebrated. I deleted the game off the PlayStation. I was like, I've washed my hands of this. I'm done. It was fun. You know, I spent about 53, 54 hours in total playing it. I'm good. And then I found out I had one more difficulty level left, and I was like, so I re-downloaded it, and I'll be working on it this week. Hopefully, beat it, and then really be done with it.
Yep.
So that is that with
and then delete it and put it back on there, and then delete it and put it back on.
No, get behind me, Staten.
Get behind me, Marvel Snap.
You know, there's a split second the other day I thought about downloading it just to see what it's like. I was like, no, man. Not putting a game on my phone.
Back to us, Lucas.
Get out of here. What made me think of it is watching the Thunderbolts, and the villain on there. I didn't know anything about him from comics or other movies. I only knew about him from Marvel Snap.
I was about to say, I still don't know. Like, someone told me who the villain was, and I looked him up. I was like, I have never heard of this person.
No, never. But I only knew about him because of Marvel Snap. Because I mean,
I don't even know who the because it's a dark version of a superhero. I was like, I don't even know who that superhero is.
No, neither one. But yeah. So that's fake life. And no, I have one more thing in fake life. We went to the movies this past weekend and saw Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning.
Oh,
is that the final one, or is that the final?
Me tell you, I think it is. It was epic. Like, it was. I mean, it's the first one that is a direct continuation of the last one. So Dead Reckoning was part 1 of this 2-part finale, I guess if you want to call it finale. I mean, Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise is older than Ian McKellen when he was Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. Like,
And some people
Tom
age
Cruise is
differently,
old.
wildly differently.
Really?
Yeah,
That doesn't seem right.
that doesn't seem right at all, but it's what the interwebs told me. And I was like, I mean, that's crazy.
I mean, a Hulk Hogan back in the 80s was like 75, but no, he was in his 30s. You never
Yeah,
know.
right? It's crazy.
Cocaine
People
is a
age
hell of a
differently back
drug.
then. That ages you
Don't
very
do
differently.
drugs.
Yeah, that's true. Also,
Uh,
but yeah, man, what a wild ride. It was a really fun movie. It was really reflective. Like, it was an ode to pretty much every, like, there were callbacks from everything from the first Mission Impossible all the way through to this present Mission Impossible. Like, they had a bunch of callbacks. They had a bunch of characters that showed up. It really felt like a good way to end it. Like, it was a really fun ride. There was, and I tell you what, like, the final showdown with the
Goliath?
enemy.
Oh.
Yeah, the final showdown against Goliath. What a crazy, like, just a crazy but old school, like, not a lot of flash and, no CGI, like, just pure stunt work. It kind of gave me feels like it made Mindy and I want to watch Top Gun Maverick again, because one of the final fights is on airplanes, but it's like nothing like I've ever seen. And knowing that, like, Tom Cruise really did the stuff he did, like, at the age he's at, like, it was
yeah,
impressive.
didn't he break some more bones doing this?
I don't see how he didn't. Like homie was doing all this stuff, and I'm just like, I don't understand how a human being just does that. Like, it was crazy. It was really good. And it wasn't all about family like some of the other stuff, but it was all about friendship. Like, it had a lot of heart, and
Friendship just
was really
turns
good.
into
So
family.
that's right. It's the boat that never sinks.
Mhm.
Friendship. But yeah, man, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I think
All right.
it was good, and it was a fun ride. So yeah, there were definitely a few moments where I was like, we have totally suspended all reality. Like, there is no.
He is breathing in space. All right.
Yeah, he's got gills. Like, there's just there's just some things that there
What
are
is this,
obviously some things that
Waterworld?
happen.
Like, what?
I don't think that it ever gets as crazy as Fast and Furious gets at its worst, but it's still like, okay, man, sure, whatever you say. Like, they try to make it realistic and, like, explain things a certain way, and it's like, you can say all you want. This is totally not believable, but it still is entertaining and still fun to watch. So, I mean, it's Mission. Every time you're just like, how is this happening? It's like, it's Mission Impossible, man. It's impossible. It's in the name. So just get over it and enjoy
But it
the
gets
ride.
done. It gets done every single
It
time.
still gets done.
Exactly. So
Even when
it
and
should be
they make it
mission super easy, barely an inconvenience.
It just flows off the tongue. You know?
that just really, that really. Why did they not call it that? Now, besides the movie itself, the other highlight, and I had heard somebody mention this in the Discord, we watched, and this took me back to back. This took me back to back. Back when, do you remember when the only time you could watch trailers to movies was in a movie theater? Like,
yeah.
You remember those days? Those were magical days for me. Sometimes I loved the preview time just as much as the movie.
Sure.
And this is one of the moments where I wasn't on the web. I wasn't paying attention. And in the trailer of this movie, it felt like the beginning of The Dark Knight, where the Joker goes into a bank. But instead of the Joker going to the bank, it's this little girl walking into a bank to stop this heist. And the police are like, "What are you doing, little girl?" And the little girl goes into the main area, and all of a sudden the little girl turns into Liam Neeson. and I'm watching the trailer
Yes.
for Naked Gun,
Naked Gun.
and I'm like,
yeah.
let's go! Like oh my gosh, Liam
I saw
Neeson.
that trailer and I was like, yo.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna
All right.
be just straight up a new version of Naked Gun, and like
Naked
the
Gun was
originals.
some of my favorite
Like,
movies.
His delivery in the trailers is so dry and so like this is normal, and like the way he talks, like he is. I never thought Liam Neeson would be the follow up to what
Now,
was his
is
name?
he related to Frank Drebin? Is he like the son of Frank Drebin?
I think
I don't know. Is he?
I want to say in the somewhere
Oh,
else
Leslie
in that
Nielsen
trailer,
is
like
yeah.
somewhere in
But
that
he
trailer, like the
he
next
has
part
the
was like,
spiritual.
yeah,
He feels like Leslie Nielsen,
Yeah.
like Leslie Nielsen's son, or
yeah, because
I
they
don't
were
know.
all
But
like being like, "I'm gonna make you proud, Pop," and it was like it was basically like showing pictures of the OG cast.
Yeah.
Of
Liam Neeson stars as Lieutenant Frank Drebin Jr.
oh, okay.
that makes sense. Yeah, so Leslie Nielsen's
Who's OJ
son.
Simpson's son? Who's OJ?
I think they're gonna just wash their hands clean of that whole family
Yeah,
bloodline.
I don't see that being a thing.
That's fine. Everything's fine. The glove didn't fit, y'all. The glove didn't fit. When you twist your hand up like this, the glove don't fit.
If it
How
does
could
not
this-
fit, you must acquit.
Exactly.
But yeah, so watching that trailer made me very excited to experience. I hope it lives up to the Naked Gun name. I kind of want to wait and just watch it with Patrick when we come visit next, or when he comes visits me, because I feel like that'll make it an even better time.
Oh, it's coming out in August. I mean, I don't know if you can wait that long.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. I don't know if I can get my wife to watch it. I think the last like really stupid movie that I watched with her that I convinced her to watch with me was Grown Ups 2, and we regret that to this day. Like,
I don't remember.
Oh, what a terrible movie.
I
What was
didn't even
Grown
like
Ups?
Grown Ups 2.
Not even, I mean, like, Grown Ups 1, solid.
Well,
Grown Ups 2,
fantastic. Fantastic.
What
It
was
was a
Grown
Grown
Ups?
Ups
I'm
2
drawing a blank. What is
was
Grown
a
Ups?
shell of itself.
Was that
Grown
Adam
Ups is like
Sandler
Adam
and,
Sandler, and
Chris Rock?
Yeah, Chris Rock.
Okay.
And then
Grown Ups was
the
good.
one dude from Tommy Boy.
I never tried to watch Grown Ups 2.
Yeah. So the King of Kings guy, Kevin James, he was in. He
King
was
of
with
Queens.
him. King of
Nope,
Queens. What
King
did I
of
say?
Kings. He's King of Kings.
King of Kings. It wasn't
Praise
Jesus.
King of Kings. I don't know
Jesus
about
is
that.
definitely not in Grown Ups. I'm sorry, Jesus. I didn't mean to associate you with King of Yes. So yeah, that's Fake Life. And then in God Life, I've just been I feel like I've been cruise controlling. Like I've still been in it, but I've been kind of doing the minimum. It's been a while since I've been kind of this laid back and cruise controlling, but I feel like I'm gearing up for break, and I'm going to be doing the whatever it's called, the shred and other stuff. So
Oh, that's right. You are starting the shred in June, aren't you?
yeah, sometime in June. I'm still trying to figure out with my friend when, because our breaks won't line up, and I'm not sure how.
Whenever you start it, just send me the invite. I'll do it with you again.
Okay.
I plan
join
on
us.
reading through the Bible again.
So I got to figure out
listening through
the best
Bible
30
again.
days. It'll be between like the middle, sometime the best 30-day period between the middle of June and the end of July. So I have like a 60-day period. 60-day? No, that's too many. 45-day period where I need to pick the best 30 days. It'll probably be at the end of June after we get back from Cancun, because I won't be dedicating 4 hours to reading scripture while I'm in Mexico.
You're going to
with my
be
wife.
reading it, aren't you?
Yeah, we're not doing no cheating, 5 times the speed.
I didn't do it 5
Amen.
times speed. I did 1.5 times.
Twice.
And you could do
1.5's okay.
Yeah, 1.5 speed is like, I think I want to say around 2 hours of listening.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna do one, but we'll be depending
If
on
you're
how
reading,
the
like,
dynamic will work.
yeah, if you're reading all of it though, that's I'm not a fast reader, so like I just listen.
I mean, really, what we want to do is we want to read it out loud, the whole thing. So,
what you gonna do when you get to some of them names that you
see.
can't say?
I mean, you just kind of just it's. I tell you what, today in my Bible
If I
class
fail,
we read
and
we read a chapter in, I think it was 2 Samuel, and I mean it went through some names that I sometimes try to correct the kids,
you
but
try to.
honestly, there were like a dozen names, and I was like, I don't know how to pronounce this. There was one name I was like, I don't remember ever having read this name. It was like Manason, like Mnason. I was like, Manason? Is the M silent? Like, Nason. Like, I don't even know how to pronounce that. And these kids are like, Mr. Ham, how do you pronounce this? And I'm like,
Nason.
Manason. I guess they're none the wiser, so they're just like, all right, Manason.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
yeah, there are some crazy names in the Bible, and I'll just I don't look forward when we get to I think it's 1 Chronicles 6, where it's just purely
It's just names,
and that's the trudge right there. Like, I'm just like, okay, here we go,
because you're literally going.
Begot Boobadoo, and
honestly, like I feel like it's the first. It's the first few chapters of 1 Chronicles that is.
Yeah, there's a number of rough chapters.
It is a trudge.
Yes, sir. Is that my car?
I think your car alarm's
Please
going
hold.
off.
You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Hit the
All
button.
right, so the Pacers are winning 93-84 right now.
Good Lord.
2.5 minutes in the third.
Who are they
We'll
playing?
see. They're playing the Knicks, and Indiana leads the series 2-1. And if Indiana beats New York, then it solidifies that the finals will be against two teams who have never won an NBA championship before.
The Pacers and the Thunder?
Oklahoma City Thunder versus whoever the other team is. The
Timberwolves?
Yeah, neither one have won an NBA championship, from what I understand.
I meant to check how my terrible Carolina Hurricanes. I want to see how bad they lost today or last night.
This just in, my daughter was trying to break into the car because she needed a charging cord and made the car honk a bunch. Crisis averted. So, did I overhear that NBA's getting an actual finals where a new team is going to win?
How did y'all win
That's
today?
what it looks like.
That's awesome. That's what I love to. I love to hear that. I might just watch it just to watch fresh teams.
Just to be a part of history.
Yeah, that's great.
That's annoying.
And it feels less painful that LeBron got beat yet again in the playoffs, but at least by a team that's in the finals. So
yeah,
I felt bad for the guy. Did you guys see? Like, I just saw randomly online where his feet are like all deformed from.
I believe.
I am not looking at feet pictures. You can
like it was like this
on your own time. I am not.
I didn't say I was looking for them. They just showed up on my feet. I'm like, okay. Those toes are gnarly.
I am
feet
not
finder, baby.
ruining my algorithm by looking at feet pictures of LeBron. Get out of here. Why is that on my Facebook reels feet? Dang you, Lucas.
Oh,
sorry. Gotcha. So yeah. Yeah, that's about it. God life, God is good all the time. All the time, God is good.
God is good.
Yeah. And I hope in the next week to catch up with you guys. And so we can go to journey number 7 in Through the Word.
Yeah, buddy.
Speaking of, something cool that happened is that better late than never, and this will maybe roll into the GMG mailbag, but Rogue Hoffa, he joined Ryan and I in our Bible recap Bible plan, and he's starting day 1. We're on day like 148.
Yeah.
But He's joining us day one, and so I'm like hopping back
Oh
and
wait,
forth.
you don't mean me. You
Where
mean
I am?
Robbie. Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Straube. Yeah, I'm not doing the Bible recap
That's
with
right.
you.
I'm doing the Bible project Bible with my brother Jordan. Yeah.
Yes, but no, but it's really cool that he didn't let the fact that we're already almost halfway through the year. He's like, I'm starting day one, and I'll catch up with you guys when I catch up with you guys.
There you go.
But he's sharing his thoughts and participating in a chat that Ryan and I did 5-6 months ago. But it's great because the little notification pops up, so I click on it and then go see how he commented and comment back again. So I'm glad that he can join us in Bible study and just talking about faith because as he shared some weeks ago when he rejoined us, he has his doubts, has his struggles, as we all do, but he's talking about it and he's dealing with it in prayer, in humility, and so it's cool to have him joining us and a part of the journey. So
Awesome.
that's it. And with that being said, that's all from us. How about you, such as Rogue Haffa? If you want to share what's new in your neck of the woods, then let's do some quick housekeeping, shall we? Where we offer you towels, fluff pillows, topped with Auntie's candies, and tip you off how you can connect with the GMGU on Twitter, Discord, Facebook, and Instagram. You can share what's new with you, just like the folks on Discord did, because that's the only place we actually check, and I think the only place that people actually update us on what's going on.
Probably.
Even though we mentioned the other places. So I'm going to actually start with Rogue Haffa since I brought him up. He said, "Hi, guys. Hope you had a great week." Well, you've heard how our week is. How would you rate our weeks? Do you think they were great?
My wife did remind me of one of the things that happened in real life this week, but not to me.
Oh, that you forgot about? So you're going to add an addendum to your...
I am adding an addendum.
Oh, one more thing.
Yep. And it's like the Apple events. And one more thing. They don't do those anymore, do they?
Are you announcing a new iPhone? Because if not, it's not the same.
No, it's not.
I don't even pay attention.
Kingston ran his first 5K.
Oh, wow.
Impressive.
Wow. That is impressive.
Wow. Does he have you beat?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, he does. He got 4th place.
Nice.
I think he did it in 33 minutes.
How many kids? 33. That's really good.
Yeah. I don't remember how many kids. This he's got a run club for his school and he's part of it. So he
good for him.
Yeah, he got 4th. He said he was going to get 3rd, but he slowed down so his friend Ryder could get 3rd place.
Look at that.
Yeah, lift each other up. Yeah.
Yep. My son he loves to run, so maybe that'll get me into running, but I can't do 33 minutes of just straight running. I will throw up.
Well, that's how you get started. Yeah. You keep doing it, you'll eventually stop throwing up. There'll be nothing left to give.
But if I throw up my heart first, then I'm gonna die.
You can't throw up your heart. That's not how it works. Get educated. Your heart is not
a doctor in the house. He threw up his heart.
I threw up my heart. Yeah.
Yep. Well,
let's see. Thank you for that update. This week, back to Ryan. Nope, back to Haffa.
Yep.
This week, family-wise, I continue reading every day the Bible. Look at that. Finished the parent planning. That was good. And it gave me so many different perspectives into what we all struggle with sometimes. Additionally, I've started a plan for 365 days to read the Bible in chronological order with Ryan Straube and Lucas. Sorry, I gave spoilers, Haffa. And it has been a great reading, looking into God and what he means and who he is.
I do have questions about that plan because I think my mom started that same plan. I know, doesn't it jump from Genesis to it jumps at some point and goes to Job, right?
It does. Chapter 11 is the Tower of Babel in Genesis, and then you read Job, and then it comes back to Abraham. Oh yeah, it's all over the place. Sometimes it's
Is
get
it
a little
still
Bible
jumping around
whiplash,
now,
but-
or does it seem like it's
Well, yeah, because
gotten more-
we're in Samuel, and like, David's running away from. I think we just finished. Trying to think, we just finished a census where when he's older and God makes him choose from
when he does
three.
the census when he's not
Yeah,
supposed to, and yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but intermixed with every single event of his life is Psalms. So, and the Psalms aren't in order; they're like Psalms that are
Oh.
themed. So there's Psalms peppered in throughout all of Samuel. Once you get with David, and then like once we get to Solomon, then it's going to be peppered in with Proverbs and Song of Solomon. So it's not just the narrative chronological; it's like the chronological of the events plus when they wrote different other books of the Bible.
I think I'm gonna do that one next year. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting read. Like it's a cool. I've never actually completed the whole chronological order before. I started it with Mindy when we were newlyweds. We
Mhm.
actually had a physical book, the chronological Bible, that we read before bedtime, like before going to bed.
Cool.
And I think
Jake said he's about to start the 1-year chronological Bible plan.
there you go on the YouVersion Bible app. Very nice.
Mhm.
I don't remember with that plan if there's an extra devotional, but if there isn't, I would recommend the Bible recap with TLC. I can't remember her actually name, Tara Lay something, but she's very good. She gives some good commentary and connecting things and sharing, biblical context and that kind of stuff. But yeah, the chronological Bible is to me, it feels like once you're familiar with how the whole Bible goes, it's like when you're going back to check it out for the second, third, fourth time. Like kind of like with Star Wars or whatever, where you need to, and when you've never read or when you've never watched Star Wars before, you need to watch it in release order for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
But once you know what's going on, it's kind of cool to watch it in chronological order. We were just talking about the family and I talking about how probably when both the kids are in high school or thereabouts, we'll probably do a chronological rewatch of the MCU, minus the stuff that we think is stupid.
So Dark World.
No, we'll actually watch Dark World because there's a lot of stuff that connects. You have to watch. There's some of them you have to watch, but like we'll probably skip. We'll likely skip Eternals or She-Hulk or trying to think what else we're like. No, we're not watching that again.
What? You don't want to see She-Hulk twerk?
Nope, I'm good. We watched it. We watched her twerk twice. That was enough. We don't want to watch her twerk thrice.
Twerk twice, not thrice. You heard it.
That is correct. Yep, you heard it here, folks. First. All right, back to Hoffa.
Yeah,
we'll get through your update eventually, Hoffa. After the movie, we saw King of Kings. I have also downloaded the Bible app.
Not to be confused with the King of Queens.
Correct. Jesus and Kevin James, not the same people. So just to make sure we're all on the same page. And he said, I've also downloaded the Bible app for kids, and we are listening daily stories from the Bible. It's following Bible books order, and we're now listening to Moses' story. Very cool. Very, very cool.
I didn't like the Bible app for kids.
Wow, way to be a Debbie Downer.
Sorry.
Just like if you don't have anything nice to say, maybe just don't say it at all.
It just seemed like it cuts out a lot. And I mean, why.
Partially because you have to if you're going to read it to kids and they not have like.
I get why, but like it was just. It seems so. It's like super abridged. Like
you know how long it took me to realize that like Noah's Ark is not a kid story, just because I heard the kid story for so many years, and it didn't hit me till like very late in adulthood that when they were sailing around in their boat, there were dead bodies floating everywhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. Dead bodies everywhere.
Like the flood was happening, and like people were most likely banging on the door of the boat to get in the ark.
Yeah,
like screaming for them to let them in. Like, I mean, there's no like it's a no brainer why Noah was an alcoholic after the ark. Thing. Like it totally makes sense why he
probably had to repress some of those memories, man.
He was struggling, and I just. Man, and I was listening to what was I listening to? oh man, I was listening to Hebrews, or I was listening to a 10-minute prayer time that was reading from Hebrews, and it talked about how Noah's righteousness condemned the people of that age. And like I just thought about how tough that was for him to have that faith, to be probably ridiculed and made fun of for years, but then to know that he and his family were spared and everybody else died during that time.
Yeah.
And like the pain and the guilt and the everything that went into that.
That's heavy.
So I say all that to say there's a reason that the kids app seems incomplete, because they can't include half of what the Bible talks about.
Yeah.
Like even reading through 2 Samuel with my 8th graders, like that, we're finishing up 2 Samuel. And I mean, the stuff with David's kids, like between when he, sleeps with Bathsheba, kills Uriah, the Hittite, everything between that and Solomon, coming around is messed up.
Oh yeah.
Like
super
his son and raping his daughter, and
Tamar and
his
all,
other son killing
him,
killing his brother, and then taking over, and just I'm reading this with 8th graders, and I'm just like, good gracious.
I forgot about that part.
No, and I remembered, but I'm just like, this is that's
and Tamar, and we're gonna keep on going. You just read it.
No,
real
what makes
fast.
it worse is sometimes they're reading it. So we do like
Oh.
popcorn reading. So I'm not even reading to them; they're reading the words, and they, I've been proud of them that they haven't giggled too much, and they've been kind of mature about it. But yeah, it's educational, that's for sure. 100%. Okay, back to Hoffa, shall we?
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll shut up now.
Gaming wise, continue. Patrick, you still with us, right?
Yeah, you guys are talking about some stuff I don't even know about. So I'll just let you guys
You
talk.
skipped his weekend update when they also went and saw Lilo and Stitch, by the way. And now I'm gonna shut up.
Wait, did I skip that? Oh, yeah. No, sorry. I did accidentally start skipping that paragraph. But yes, this weekend, Hoffa said, we also went to see Lilo and Stitch, and it's a really good movie. Never liked the original one, to be honest, but now being a dad and seeing this version, I really enjoy it. The kids had a blast also. Good. Gaming wise, continue playing Destiny 2 Final Shape campaign with friends and waiting for my Switch 2 that arrives on the 5th of June. That's currently my most anticipated thing for 2025, now that GTA is only happening in 2026. Have you guys touched the Switch 2 yet? Heard anything about it? I haven't heard it.
I couldn't care less about Switch.
Same.
I mean,
same. But
yeah,
I
partially
think
because
Jay Cuz ended
they're
up
really
getting
expensive.
one.
yeah.
Did he?
I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jay Cuz. I think you said you pre-ordered one. And then my buddy in Canada, Chris, he also pre-ordered one.
I mean, that Mario
All
Kart
right.
looks incredible,
Right.
but I don't know, man. Like,
But I don't want to spend $500 for Mario Kart.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So if my nephew gets it, I'll just borrow his and play for a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
My kids,
Yeah, I
barely
just
touch
think
the
they're
Switch
just
as it is now.
they're so overpriced. Like that's the big thing for me.
Yeah.
So,
I have my Steam Deck, so I want to play portable stuff. I'm going to do that.
yeah. So, Hoffa ended with a question that connects to his mention of Switch 2 and GTA. He said, what is your most anticipated nerdy thing? Video game, movie, comic, TV show, etc. for the remaining of the year?
I'll give you one guess as to what mine is.
I'll be honest, I'm blanking right now.
I am too.
What?
I should know. I know I should
give you
know,
a hint?
but-
Should I give you a hint?
Yeah, give me a hint. I'm blank. Oh, Superman, duh.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
so pumped for that. Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should have done that.
Yeah, totally should have known that or remembered that.
I can't. I mean, I don't care about most things now.
Way to be a Debbie Downer.
I'm
Thanks,
sorry.
Jeez,
Ryan.
I'm just like
I don't
I'm
look
sure
forward
there's-
to anything anymore.
Apparently, you've been rereading Ecclesiastes.
I have.
Everything is vanity. It's smoke. It's meaningless.
Yeah.
Get it out of here.
I'll try to think of one for each thing that's except for comics, because I got nothing for comics. Video game,
We
Ghost of
Time to
Yote,
go through every single one. You need to pick one thing,
No.
Ryan. We ain't got time for you to pick a one for everything. Okay, buddy.
Well, video game, Ghost of Yote, even though I don't have a PS5.
Okay. The end. Good job. You gave your answer. Moving on.
Fine. You do a movie.
You know how
then.
Patrick gave one answer?
Actually, yeah, Patrick
Follow
did movie,
the
so you
pattern.
do.
I was
you
trying
do
to give
TV
you
show.
the guys a chance to do the answer for me, and you guys failed.
Yeah, that's true. And then Ryan tried to give all the answers. He
I was
failed.
trying.
So
Yep.
now it's just up to me.
All right, well, go ahead.
I mean, I don't what's coming out. I don't even look that far
Exactly,
into the
see?
future. So
When I say I don't really
Naked
care, it's because
gun.
I don't have my finger on the pulse of all of these things anymore.
no, I don't either.
just-
I don't either.
Bro, I'm just living right now, man.
I mean, the first thing I thought of, I don't even think it's gonna be available on console this year is Hades 2. Like, I look forward to playing that when
Yeah,
it comes
whenever
out.
that comes
but
out. Yeah.
That's probably not.
I'll
gonna
tell you
be
what,
this year.
I have gotten to the
Yeah,
point in my
2027.
life where I used to play like every single game that came out. Now it's just like I don't even have money to do that anymore. I'm just living and dying on Game Pass and PlayStation Plus. Whatever game comes out
Yeah.
on those systems, that's what I'm playing.
That's what you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with
Mhm.
that. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that I like that's confirmed for this year. I feel like, are there other MCU movies coming out this year? I don't remember.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
There's got to be,
Aven-
right?
Now
No,
you
Avengers
want to hear
movie ain't
something?
until
Fantastic Four.
2027, right? Oh yeah, Fantastic Four.
I'm not like excited about that. I'm mildly interested in what that's going to be.
cautiously interested.
I'm cautiously no. I just look at it and I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah.
I am
Wait
excited
for
to
it
watch
come out on
the old
Disney
ones.
Plus.
Probably. Yeah, Mindy and I were like, are we going to pay money for this? I'm like, I told her that if it gets like decent ratings on Metacritic, I will consider it. Like if it catches fire with pop culture like it has happened before.
Sure.
Then I'm down to ride the wave. But if people watch it and they're like, meh, I'm like, let's wait for Disney Plus. I am looking forward though to, and this doesn't answer the question because he was talking about 2025, but in 2026, December 18th, both Avengers Doomsday and Dune Messiah are coming out supposedly.
They're gonna change that. One of them's gonna change it to the week.
I don't know,
before,
man.
week
It's
before.
someone said it's gonna be the new Barbieheimer. Like it's gonna be, Dune.
Yeah, but
Dune,
Barbieheimer. I mean,
Yeah.
those are two
they
very
canceled
different
Blade.
movies, and I think with these two movies,
No, those
they're
are Marvel and
same
Dune,
demographic
very
for
different
Marvel
movies.
and Dune, but they're
I don't
same
know.
demographic though.
I don't know.
It is
Nerds, yeah.
way more
see
than
what you're
Barbie.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. The divide between Oppenheimer and Barbie is, trust me, I haven't watched Oppenheimer. I know enough about it. But watching
Jay Cuz
Barbie,
says
yeah.
that Thunderbolts made me more excited for Fantastic Four.
I can kind of understand what he's saying. So yes, if my interest level was a 3 with the with stuff that he's alluding to, maybe I'm a 4 out of 10 excited or interested.
Yeah, just a small little change.
No, actually, it was more like I
Tiny
was at a 1 or a 2, and it put me up to a 4. So it doubled it.
Oh.
It doubled
Oh,
my
all right.
interest.
Look at that.
So it went from 2 to 4. All right. Ryan, just while I'm thinking about it, can you like click on all your little like potpourri ideas and stuff, like all the ones where you haven't read stuff? Can you just
No.
click on those so you can clear it out?
No.
You're You're a monster.
Yep.
Okay. You're a monster.
I have all of these Discord notifications muted anyway. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. All right. They call me Tim. Hey, y'all. First time, long time listener here. It has been a while since he's written words for an update on Discord. He's been more of the speaking type. So he's feeling old school today. Earl has been busy. On my birthday, I went out to Canton, Ohio to get Jeep parts. Along the way, I surprised Ed while he was streaming and had a quick visit. Very cool. Afterwards, I continued east and surprised Bear the Hairless and his wife, Jen.
Nice.
Wait, don't they live in... I thought they live in Toledo. That would be west, but maybe... I don't know geography since I've been in Brazil for so long. Maybe they moved. But yeah, look at that. 2 visits like that in a week or weekend. It's pretty nice, pretty nice. Then another quick chat with them. By the time I reached my hotel room, I had been driving around 15 hours. Worth it. That's a lot of driving. I planned on having lunch with Jared Orr on Saturday, but my father-in-law was rushed to the hospital and diagnosed with, you guessed it, lymphoma. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Sorry to hear that. So I hurried home in less than 13 hours around 7 a.m. Saturday morning. Thank goodness I had a nap. You needed it. I was going to detour down to Cincy, but ran out of time. Next time, Bones.
I'll see you next month.
He owes you a visit in a month.
Yeah. I'm going to a Reds versus Cardinals game next month, and Tim is going to be there. So,
nice.
And Chris, Craig, Corey Smith will also be there.
Oh.
And
sounds like quite the
Justin
trifecta.
Benefiel will also be
Oh,
there.
the quadfecta. Wow.
Yeah. It's going to be a good hang.
Dude, that's awesome. That's exciting. He continues with Iffle. I finally got in a rivals night with Splig and Justin. I need that hang.
Yeah.
That's enough for this episode. Love you guys. Love you too,
Love
Timmy.
you too, buddy.
Love you too. And we will be praying for your father-in-law for sure. Keep us updated. We pray that the Lord will bring healing and give wisdom to doctors and surround them with family and friends and support all around.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes,
Amen.
yes.
Amen.
All right. Let's see. What's a bathroom eagle? I know where that came from. That came from a comment I made for a bathroom birdie. There's a little... That's not on that page. It was on a different page where someone posted a product of a putt-putt golf while you're sitting on the toilet.
Oh,
And-
I've seen that. I know what you're
And
talking about.
I made a reference to dropping an eagle instead of a birdie. I mean, who? Yeah, like who wants to drop a birdie? Like that's just one under, and they're so little. Birdies are little. Drop an eagle, man. Big guy. The one shot. Anyway, was that an eagle or a seagull?
It was something. It got hurt.
Yeah, it sounded like it hurt. Did your son like punch you?
I'm tired.
I can't even go that high. You went much higher than I could go. All right. Here's what.
That's an eagle. That's an eagle war cry right there.
Oh, is that the eagle war cry? All right. Aaron is what's a bathroom eagle. He has this to say. And Iffle bought Monster Hunter Wilds a couple of days ago, so now I'm adding to Atelier Yumiya and the new Assassin's Creed. That's probably enough for now, especially given that I'm having trouble mastering the controls for 2 of those 3 games. You're getting old, Aaron. Look out. It gets no easier. Yeah, so enjoy those games. Earl making decent time on my Excel course. I like my chances of finishing it this weekend. In a not as fun news, my headphones crapped out literally the night after I bought Monster Hunter. Why is it that every time you spend money on a luxury as an adult, something much more important immediately stops working right after? Also, when a pair of headphones stops working, why is it always the left speaker?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I've had that happen enough to really see the pattern, but
For me,
That's
it
just
is usually the
how it
left
is.
speaker.
Is it usually left speaker?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the secret behind it.
I don't know. But if you need some headphones, let me know. I got some extra. I think he has a PlayStation, right?
I really don't remember. I think so.
Message me and I will send you the extra
Something.
headset that I have somewhere. There it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
Slide into Ryan's
I have an extra
DMs.
PS headset.
Slide into his DMs and he will take care of you. So
Don't
yeah,
slide into my DMs.
I
Hop
totally
in.
feel though the like buying something or like just when something really cool happens and then all of a sudden something breaks or whatever. Like we paid off our car in March, April. And I want to say we've had one, if not two, like not major repairs, but repairs that like almost made up for the payment for that month or two that we've not had to pay on the car. So yeah, it happens.
Yep.
For sure.
Faux show.
All right. Well,
that was everybody, right?
Yeah, that was everybody. Everybody. Finally, on Patreon and our merch page, you can support and gear up with us. So click on that one link to rule them all, either in our bio or the show notes, and you can type it out real quick. Linktree.com/thegmgpod. Of course, if you can't toss your attention or a coin to your podcasters, but it's still the giving type, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, and Spotify. It helps us reach new joiners through stars, exclamation marks, and your feedback so let your voice be heard. Literally, if you prefer, at 929GMG Guys, and leave a voicemail. Okay. Alrighty then. Patrick, Ryan, along with you, our beloved friends, family, and joiners, go get your good morning this week, and may God bless and guide your lives as you live, as you work, and as you game.
1, 2, 3, 4.